Are you ready?
Welcome to the Huddle, brought to you by 956sports.com, served by McDonald's here on Fox 302. Tony Fortina, thanking you so much for making us part of your day, and joined by Dr. Greg Selber, the University of Texas Pan American. Amigo, you all right?
I'm well.
I like the way you're pacing yourself. Good
Yeah.
pace. We've got the coach, Gene Garza, going to step in and join us to break down a few games and highlights for us. And speaking of highlights, let's get right to them. The action started Friday night when the McKellar-Nicky Rowe Warriors went to Bobby Lackey Stadium to take on an incredibly defensive Weslaco Panther team. Javi Obregon would scramble, throw the pass. It would get intercepted by Brandon Lopez. That would set Weslaco up with Chip Cruz taking it in from inside the 5-yard line. Rowe would go up 34-28. The Panthers would tie it late, and in the final seconds of overtime, pick up a victory 42-34. Panthers over the Warriors.
First of all, I attribute it to our conditioning. We do a lot of running, and we told the kids that it was going to be kind of a track meet, and we knew that they were going to be fast tempo, and the guys left standing were the guys are going to be able to do what they needed to do, and we pulled it out at the end. I think the kids did the right things. They hydrated, they rested the night before, and you saw what the result was in the fourth quarter. And the fifth quarter, in the overtime, we had a lot of go-go juice.
No, I turned around, looked at my running backs, and said, "Look, guys, we're gonna score, but y'all can't fumble it right here. Hold on, both hands, run hard. Linemen, bring it home right here. Get on your blocks. This is the fifth quarter. We ran for this, and I just told them we got to get it right here."
I just had to go out there and get it. I had to do this for the team. For Weslaco, it was just awesome. Just going by myself, just seeing that open lane, seeing that end zone, it was just amazing.
Doc, you were at the Edinburgh North Donna game on Thursday night. Break it down for us.
I was impressed with Donna. They got out to a 14-0 lead. North came back, made it 14-6. Right before the half, though, Donna picked up a big touchdown. It was after a little brawl, after a little crazy stuff. Right here, Dion Padilla. That's a quick offensive team. Look at him go down the sidelines, man. Donna's a very good team. I can't wait till they play Sherryland. Edinburgh North had some kids out. They made too many mistakes. They did rally, but this was the backbreaker right here in the second half. Armando Villarreal goes 52 yards for a touchdown. That's a big boy, and he can run. I'm liking the Redskins, man. That's a very complete team.
Watching that, I almost felt like screaming, rumbling, bumbling,
there you
stumbling
go.
somewhere
Indeed,
down
right.
the road.
Indeed.
Smaller school action saw the Mercedes Tigers take on the PSA Southwest Javelinas at FAR, and the Javelinas would strike first. Hector Ortega, 41 yards to pay dirt. Look at this. Nobody's going to stop Mr. Ortega. That would give Southwest a 7-0 lead. But Matthew Guzman had 3 touchdowns on the night. This one, 40 yards on the ground. The Tigers would tie it up at 7-7. And then Isaiah Garza, one incredibly talented quarterback. Watch this run. Here we go. He's going to watch. Here comes 52 into your screen, and he's going to deliver a hit right there.
Boom.
Isaiah Garza makes a little move. He keeps juking. He keeps jiving. He's hustling, running down. You're going to see one Javelina catch him. Not fast enough. The Tigers would win 45-7 over the Javelinas. Los Fresnos would travel to J. Louis Bogus Stadium to take on the Harlingen Cardinals and John Michael Rosales to Jaime Mata. The Falcons are looking good. Harlingen's Brandon Garza, deep pass to Brandon Vasquez after a great move. He is in for the score. Here comes the great move that we were talking about. Looked like Dr. Greg Selber on the dance floor at his favorite place. Los Fresnos was up 21-14 at the half. They would end up winning 35-23. Count this one to the Falcons. And Doc, you were at another Edinburgh game. This one, Edinburgh High versus Edinburgh Vela. Who was going to pick up their first victory of the season?
That was the question. As it turned out, it was Edinburgh High. They played very well. They had a 16-play drive to start the game, culminating in a touchdown here from Alex Trevino. Vela had his troubles. They did not run very well. Here's a nice play by Isaiah Galvan, finished up by Steven Guerrero. Like I said, Edinburgh won 49-0. And here's Scott Theriault with a nice play on a 17-yard pass. 18-yard touchdown on 3rd and 17. Edinburgh got the win it needed. If he gets on a roll now, it has an outside chance of making a playoff.
All right, we look forward to that. Thursday night action saw the East Side, strong side, take on the PSJA Bears. And Brandon Hernandez would take this one right up the middle, putting Wesco East up 7-0. The Wildcats, Hernandez again. This would add to it 14-0 East, and that would continue to steamroll. The Wildcats win 49-14. PSJA North's Raiders would travel to San Benito and check out Arturo Coronado. He would run this one right up the middle. He scores it. He would run for 169 yards on the night. North would score, but San Benito would pick up the win, 30-12, Greyhound victory. And lastly, at the M triplet, would that be M triplet or M squared?
M squared or cube.
PSJA Memorial taking on McAllen Memorial, and this was the Wolverines. On the board, Manny Mancias from 18 yards out, the Wolverines would go up. The Mustangs would be back right after a field goal from Lucas Raus. He would dive in. McAllen Memorial would pick up the victory, 32-14 over PSJA Memorial. What a great weekend of Valley High School football. Of course, the big games that everybody knew about, the Donna Edinburgh North game. But then there were some other games that you just kind of wished had a little more spotlight. Ed Cow Chelsea at Mission, Doc. Tell me about it.
Well, that Cats had a lot of turnover problems, man. They gave it away 4 times in the first quarter. I think Mission had 20 points off of turnovers. They limited it to 165 yards. Man, Mission is for real. That's a good ball club.
Another club that's for real, the Roma Gladiators, picking up a big 17 victory over the Rio Grande City Rattlers.
17-10. They score with 19 seconds to go. Orly Solis, who's the Valley's leading rusher, banged in from the 1. Yeah, Roma is, we're talking about Mercedes and Mission and Ed Cows. Roma is going to be heard from in that district.
And then, of course, we can't forget about Mission's Veterans Patriots taking on the Valley View Tigers. You know, 2 young squads going head-to-head, and the Patriots picking up a victory 31-17 over the Tigers.
The question here is Santos Villarreal the best quarterback in the Valley? If you told me that he was, I don't think I could argue with you. He had 394 yards passing. He runs like crazy. Veterans against Mission's going to be a great game. Veterans against Ed Cows next week is going to be something else, too.
All right, stuff that we'll talk about later on in the show. Make sure you keep it right here. We'll have our Wiener Schnitzel Scholar Athlete coming up with our girl Natalie Ariola, plus our Air Force Air Assault Play of the Game, and so much more. You're watching The Huddle, brought to you by 956sports.com, served by McDonald's on Fox 2.
Looking for a bit of indulgence? Look no further than the new chocolate chip frappe from McCafe. Every bit as delicious as the McCafe frappes you love, only this one has a bit more wow. Bits of chocolate chips in every sip. Blended into mocha and caramel, all topped with a double drizzle of chocolate and sweet caramel. You've never had a frappe like this. Better get your hands on one quick, because it's only here for a little bit. The simple joy of the perfect sip.
A lot of people don't know who we are, what we do. These girls showed up one day all dressed up, and they thought it was a dance hall. We wanted people to know that we're building materials. Mott's Cash and Carry building materials. People come in and they're surprised. Man, you guys have got great deals. I didn't know you was here. I mean, we've been here for over 40 years. And you thought the good old days were gone forever? We're still here. Mott's Cash and Carry building materials. It's not a dance hall, you know.
The deals are heating up on Built Ford tough trucks right now at Spikes Ford during the Ford Summer Sell-a-thon. Save $10,248 off MSRP on a new 2012 Ford F-150 Super Crew XLT, only $23,997. Save $7,408 off MSRP on a 2012 Ford Escape XLT, only $19,877. A new 2012 Ford Fusion, only $15,557, or a new Ford Focus, only $13,977. The deals are hot on rides that are built Ford tough at Spikes Ford, Expressway 83 in Mission.
Each week, we like to spotlight a local Valley athlete who is excelling not only on the field, but in the classroom. Thanks to our friends at Wiener Schnitzel, Natalie Ariola is going to introduce you to this week's Scholar Athlete.
Direction and discipline has kept senior free safety Alex Cantu for the Edinburgh High Popcats to succeed in both school and football.
He doesn't need motivation from anybody. He's self-motivated. You know, he's a great kid. He's got a good role model in his father. Sometimes we have kids that are not very academically smart, but they're football smart. And they're, he's both, and that's a good thing about it. You know, he's got good football sense. He's a student of the game. and he's a great student.
Being an example to his younger brothers is something he has concern for.
I have 2 younger brothers. I'm the oldest of 3. So my younger brothers are a freshman and a 3rd grader. Being that I'm the oldest, I know, and my dad's always put it in my head, that I have to set a great example for my younger brothers. So far, I think I'm doing okay at that, and I would love, for my brothers and for my younger brothers to follow my footsteps and do even better than I'm doing.
Alex has his own way of balancing school and football.
You have to be a great time manager at home, kind of put off watching TV and do your homework and study. So just be a good time manager, that's it.
For The Huddle, I'm Natalie Ariola.
Great job, Natalie, as always. Let's get the Edinburgh Bobcat cheerleaders to throw us to break.
Hi, we're the Edinburgh Bobcat cheerleaders, and you're watching The Huddle on Fox 2. And remember, stay classy, Bobcats! Woo!
Let your imagining soar with me to a magnanimously magnificent mashup deeply ingrained in our brain's pleasure center. The simple joy of sublimity, where decidedly delicious any size icy cold Coca-Cola soft drink or sweet tea is just $1.
I've been doing this 40 years. It's about people. It's not just about numbers, it's about people. When my boys came into business, one thing I told them was, if we don't earn the business, we don't deserve the business. You need to go out and earn the business, do the best you can, do everything with integrity, do it the right way. And I know the only way to be successful is to please our customers. And you thought the good old days were gone forever? We're still here. Mott's Cash and Carry Building Materials. This is different. This is really different.
Jay's Barbecue. Hickory smoked brisket, pulled pork, half chicken, sausage, wings, baby backs, and the biggest baked potato you've ever seen. 100 East Nolana. Barbecue restaurant, catering, and drive-thru. Gotta love Jay's.
Welcome back from the break. This week's U.S. Air Force Player of the Week goes to Isaiah Garza from Mercedes Tigers in a huge win over PSJ Southwest. He passed for 238 yards. He rushed for 128. He also had a long run for 89 yards, a touchdown run, for a total offense of 366 yards. Good job. Isaiah Garza is also involved in the U.S. Air Force Air Assault Play of the Week. From 39 yards out, here he bobbles the ball, recovers, throws it to number 5, Carlos Quintanilla, and he does the rest. 39 yards all the way to pay dirt. Good job, gentlemen. Now, this week's U.S. Army leadership goes to Manny Moreno from Donna. He's been doing a good job all year, and in my opinion, their team is ranked number 1. Good job, Coach Moreno.
I think I'm more of a little bit of a player's coach type deal. I think that every young man, we all respect our young men, and they come out here and give us their all. And as long as we see that they're giving their all, well, then we're here to make sure that we're a support system for them and making sure that they develop into the best football player, but more importantly, the best young man that they can possibly be.
Not up. All right, here we go. Out.
I think we have good assistance, and that's the thing. It's not I've always said this is not a one-man show. We got to have responsible men that these kids also look up to and respect.
Move your feet, move your feet, move your feet, move your feet, move your feet.
I've always loved sports, and that's always been my thing, even today. I think my dad is going to coaching me through Little League and baseball, and then joining obviously athletics in the 7th grade here at Donna, and had a lot of influence from other coaches that have been an influence in my life. So I think that's why I enjoy being out here.